The most commonly used trigger to submit a form is the button form control. In this exercise, we'll show you how to add buttons to the form previously worked on using the button tag. Whilst we could use the faithful input element with the type attribute set to reset, submit or button, the advantage of using the button tag is that you can add other HTML elements as content, including images. The only downside of using the button tag is that this is not supported in older versions of Internet Explorer, specifically IE6 and below. If you want to follow along, please start by opening the file tpa-saturn saved in the previous exercise. Now, on a new line, we'll add the start button tag and its attributes. As denoted by the type attribute, this first button will be used to submit the contents of the form to the server for processing. Inside the start button tag, we will now add an image tag. The text "Submit your entry" and then close the button element. Next, we'll add a reset button with the text "Start over." As before, we'll close the button element and then add the closing paragraph tag. Now, to ensure that the images align correctly with the text in the button tag, we'll create a new CSS rule. With the cursor just before the closing style tag, we'll add the following CSS code. This rule will vertically align in the middle any image that is a descendant of the button tag. All we need to do now is to test the form in the browser. Here in Firefox, you can see the latest version of the form with the new buttons. Let's switch back to the text editor and look at what form elements we would use if we wanted the participants to indicate where they reside. Radio buttons allow a user to choose one item from two or more options. Just as with the checkboxes, we have included label elements. As you can see, to include single choice form controls, we set the type attribute to radio rather than checkbox. Back in Firefox, you can see the way that these form controls are rendered.